What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another day with Miriam. Video with Miriam. Today we're gonna film a gift wrapping tutorial. We have our present here. Skittles inside. Oh no, sorry, I lied. It has Starburst inside. What you'll want to do is unwrap some paper. I'm just gonna crouch so you can see me, right? That's what you want. That's what you're here for. You're here to see me, yeah? Okay, cool.
For this one, I want...
You want this.
No, I don't.
This is how you wrap a beautiful present.
I want, Miriam, the snowflake one.
What you do, and this is very unique, right? No one ever does it this way. It's a nice little... Haha, just kidding. Gift wrapping is an art, alright? Gift wrapping is an art that I take seriously, and this is horrendous and was supposed to be comedic relief. I keep looking in the mirror instead of you. I am so sorry, I apologize. This is supposed to be comedic relief. Haha. Time for the real gift wrapping. Now that we've wasted some wrapping paper, time to get on to the real deal. This one might work. So whenever I wrap presents, I always put the top down. So she wants this to be extra shiny, so we have a little thing here. So you always do the top down. And the reason that you want to do the top down is because you want all the edges and all the creases to be at the bottom, right? I don't know if this sizing works, but let's do a test run. So then when we do it like this, it doesn't fit. All right, it doesn't fit. What about like this? Okay, with the edge completely in. So then what you want is lining the edge like so. Okay, so this wrapping paper, I don't know if you can see that, has lines. Can you see the lines? Yeah, so it has lines, so that's helpful. But at the same time, you don't need those lines to make sure that your gift is straight. What you do instead is you align your edges, and then you know that your present is in fact straight. And then when you open it up, it's not straight here, so then you know that the paper wasn't cut straight. So we can ignore that and continue on with a straight wrapped present. So first thing you want to do is gently crease it here. This is not a harsh crease, but rather a gentle crease. Gently crease it back again, but what you want to do is you want to crease it to make the first official crease. Wrong wording, but doing the right thing. So for the temporary creases, they're not quite temporary, but you don't want to make them harsh in case you need to slide the present around in the middle, which we will do in a few seconds. And for the first harsh crease, this is the harsh crease that you want to have a clear line. The reason why you want to fold it is so that you don't have that harsh paper on paper, but rather you have a more soft folded paper on paper. I hope that clears that up. The worst part about opening presents is the tape and excessive wrapping. So you don't want to have too much tape on it, because then it's less about the actual present and more about the opening. The opening of the present should be something like the ingredients in a cake. You're not aware of how much sugar there is, you're just aware that it's nice and delicious and sweet. But if it's overly sweet, you're like, wow, this has a lot of sugar, and that's not what you want from a dessert. You want to just enjoy it for what it is, and that's how it should be with present opening. So I'd like to do a very simple triangular pose. What I do is first I push in one side and I make sure that I have the edges down, and I put my finger, I don't know if you can see that. So I put my finger in, so now you have a strong crease, and with that you solidify that crease, and you want to flip it around and do the exact same thing to the other side. I want to solidify that. Is you're going to open it back up again, because you're only looking to do the crease at first. I'm doing the same for the other side. Now this side is a bit more complicated because you have the part that's not attached. So what you're gonna do is still do the same for the part that is attached, and then make sure that you follows the exact form, and do the same that isn't attached. I don't know if that makes sense, but yeah. So this side you don't have to unfold because you want to have the more open part in. Sometimes when you put it all together, it's not exactly how you would want it to be, but that's okay. That's just how life is. So the main important thing about this part is for it to be tight. So while you're pushing it on this side, you want to be pushing it, my god, there's so many angles I want to show you. While you're pushing it here, you want to be pushing it here so that it makes it tight. What I like to do is I like to make sure that there's no extra here, so I like to have this fold directly in the center by folding it inwards and causing it to ensure that there's not going to be any extra paper. But what you have is this line that creases directly in the middle of the triangles. So then when you're pulling that up and you're pulling that down, it's not in the middle. It's not in the middle. And that's when I get start to stress. I'm like, oh my god, it's not in the middle. But this is the point where you realize that nobody around you cares as much as you do, and so you're just gonna tape it, and no one is gonna really notice. Let's hope the other side is better. The triangle is a bit slanted, therefore not straight, so I'm gonna fold the triangle. This is what I'm ending up with. So we're gonna do the same on the other side. So I've also noticed that doing it in this manner allows you to have less wrinkles when you're folding the two triangles down. When you're folding it here and you're ensuring it's straight here, you're also ensuring that the triangles, when you're doing this section, there's a lot less air because you've already accounted for everything. And now I have to do the square because I did the square here, right? So I gotta do the square on this side as well. And this side actually turned out a lot cleaner than this freaking side. It's quite airy. Maybe I should redo it. Yes, I mucked it up a little bit, but at the end, no one but you and me are going to know. So here we have pull tight, tight. So once again, you're pushing from the bottom, you're pulling from the top, and which is resulting in a tight, nicely wrapped present. Still a bit of air, but significantly less so than before. We know that this is the top by 3 ways. One way is, well, 2 ways really. This is the top because this is pointing down, so therefore this is the top. This side is also pointing down. Another reason is because the line is on the bottom. Also, we know that this is different for two reasons. One, the very obvious and clear bulging front here. At the same time, we also know it's different because the line is here. These very simple things of making sure that you're wrapping in the right direction helps when you're giving the present to say here it is, rather than giving it upside down, saying here it is, and having them open it upside down. So if you're having them open it front side up, it's just a lot more fun. If we want, we could add a little bow. So when doing the bow, same thing. You start with the present upside down. Make sure that you're so you can't see it, but the string is completely even. So now what we're gonna do is you're gonna come to the middle. One on one way, one the other way. Your ball at the front, but then we go to the middle, tie a little bow, finger holding it tight. That's not that tight. And there it is. Very cute, nicely wrapped present. Thank you for watching. This has been Wrapping Presents with Miriam. I genuinely enjoy wrapping presents. It's one of my favorite things to do during holidays or birthdays. I didn't do the best job at this one, but I had fun. Alright, see you guys tomorrow.